So I'm cleaning my fucking room. And you know what I found? You know, cleaning my room equals going through my papers. Guess what I found? Well, this is a return to sender thing. Return to sender. From the asshole who stole 20 of my songs when I was in college. Naive. Obviously, I was beyond naive back then. You know, I would never do that again, ever, ever, ever. And I never did it again, where I trusted him to give him my songs. I gave him 20 of my songs and he stole them. And I would periodically contact him and he'd say, I'm working on it, blah, blah, whatever he was working on. In the end, he disappeared. But this is the final letter that I gave to him. And this is his real name. This is when I was 18, naive, desperate to do something with my creative gifts and whatnot, you know. My poetry teacher had encouraged me to major in poetry, but I didn't. And at college, I didn't want to. I wanted to major in English. I wanted to study. I felt it would make me a better writer if I studied, you know, all the great writers of our history, you know. So that's what I chose to do. I didn't want to major in poetry, and I didn't want to. I wanted variety. I didn't want to just, you know, I didn't want to do it. I still, you know what I mean? So anyway. Okay, Bill, enough is enough is enough. What the line? So I didn't say fuck. You guys know how much I like to say fuck nowadays, and I've liked to say fuck for a long, long time, but I put a line in when I was 18. Enough is enough is enough. What the line is going on? This doesn't even have a question mark there. It doesn't even have proper punctuation, but who cares? I met with you in the park almost 5 months ago. You told me in 1 month you would have something going strong for me. I knew that was an exaggeration, but I never expected this. You never even sent me that letter, and that really pissed me off. I knew once the tape was sent off it would be a long time, but I at least expected to have a tape to be sent by 2 months after I met with you. You led me on. I'm so tired of people making promises and not keeping them. Why does this keep happening to me? I just want a stupid tape with a couple of songs so I can send it out along with a bio of me and a few others of my really best strong lyrics. I've written so many, but I have to have a tape first. Publishers won't pay attention when someone just sends lyrics. I moved to X apartments. I don't have a phone. I want a letter from you and an explanation within 1 week after you receive this. It's not fair, Bill. If you don't want to continue this collaboration relationship, be an honest person and send me back all my lyrics. I know there is no way I could know if you kept copies, but I really wish you wouldn't. You wouldn't want me to have copies of your stuff I could do what I wanted with and show people. Sincerely, L.A. Pink. Yeah. You stole them, 20. About naive, huh? I learned my lesson, didn't I? I learned my lesson. You would think. But actually, I wound up meeting with another guy after Bill, and hadn't learned my lesson at all. But I think I was so desperate. I didn't even learn my lesson with Bill because I went on and did it with another guy. But this time, probably because I had told him about Bill and I trust people and he reassured me that he wouldn't do something like that. But I saved the day with that because I knew where he lived, and I simply, when I felt like he was giving me the runaround a little bit, I showed up there and demanded him to give me back all my songs. See, I didn't even learn my lesson with Bill. I wound up doing it with another guy. You know, handing over my song lyrics. Trusting, naive, I don't know. Dumb. Dumb. Sad because a lot of times, even if I don't believe somebody, if they continue to insist that they're being sincere and they're really, really good at lying, I probably even now, I tend to trust and believe, you know. So I've far beyond the point where I'll just automatically trust somebody, but sometimes even when you express like distrust, there are good people who are really good at lying who will just be like, what's the matter with you, Laura? You really think I'm fucking with you? You know, and they'll be really, really good, you know. And that's what's so scary, because I'm so not like that. You get that letter with that when I was 18 to this guy. I'm like, you know, please give me back my songs. And I got this letter back, return to sender. He didn't care. He stole them all. And then when the next guy tried to do it, but I stopped him, I showed up unannounced. I didn't tell him I was coming over because that might give him a chance to copy my song lyrics. See, I was leery because of what had happened to Bill, with Bill. This next guy didn't get away with it. I just showed up and demanded them all back. When I felt like I was given the runaround, briefly I just showed up there. My friend drove me over to where he lived because I didn't have a car to drive. Yeah. You wouldn't want someone to do that to you. Don't you know, Laura, this world, people will constantly do things to other people that these same people wouldn't want done to themselves. So now, after everything, I mean, now I'm in my 40s, late 40s, I mean, now my guard is up always up. That's from a lifetime of being burned. And it's too bad, because I could run across somebody who is as sincere as me, but I won't believe it, I won't trust, because I've been burned too many times by people who seemed beyond sincere. What do you think this guy, Bill, had to do to get me to hand over my babies? My song lyrics are my babies, my songs. They're lyrics, but they're finished songs. They just don't have music to them. They're complete songs. What do you think it took this guy to be saying to me for me to hand over my babies to him and to trust him completely? And in the end, he stole them on me. You know? I continue to believe, I continue to trust, and I endlessly get burned. Even Bobby recently burned. Left me at the mercy of evil when I've been nothing but good to him and his dog. So, you know, there are a lot of interconnecting, valid reasons why I say that I'm damned or cursed in this existence. A lot of reasons. This world has never been a safe place for me, ever. And even when I do trust, so often I get burned. Just read you a letter written to a guy. You know, I wrote it. I didn't know that he'd already stolen. You know, he was an asshole. You know, it's so nice. Oh my God, he stole 20 of my songs.